Hey there. Are you ready to see how quick and easy it is to get your church, nonprofit, or community onboarded to RippleDeeds? Let me show you. Hi, my name is David Chitu. I'm the founder and CEO of RippleDeeds. Today I'll be showing you how quick and seamless it is to get your community onboarded to RippleDeeds. Let's get started. On the website, you want to go to Communities, then go to click on Create a Community. Here you want to put the basic information about your community, the name, description, website, and so on and so forth. I'm just going to fill in this information now. As you can see here, I've added the basic information about my community. We're Celebration City Church. This is a description of who we are. I have our website here, the year we were established, an EIN number, and then the contact information is myself, yours truly, David Chitu. I've put our email address here. This email address is important because it becomes your admin email address. So take note of that. The business phone number, and I've come here to select that we are a faith-based organization. As you can see, there are options for many different organization types. I'll click on submit. When we submit the application, our next step is to verify our email, the email address that we just put. In my email inbox, I can see this email here from RippleDeeds that says to complete our Celebration Church community setup. Clicking on this button brings me to this page where I can put my job title and I can set a password for our account. I'll go ahead and do that now. It's important to note that the password we just set and the email address we just verified will serve as the login information for our community when our onboarding is done. Now we'll move on to the merchant onboarding form, as we call it. This is where you provide information about your business, the owner, your bank account, and verify your identity. For the business type, you would want to select the tax-exempt organization all the way in the bottom. The ownership type should be private. Our legal business name and doing business as is pre-filled for us based on the information that we put earlier. If you have a different legal business name or you're doing business as, feel free to get that updated here. I'll go ahead and add some other information, basic information about our church. This is an important part of the application. It's over here that we provide the document that proves that we are a tax-exempt organization. Let me go ahead and do that. Now that our tax-exempt document has been uploaded, I'll go ahead and add the rest of the information for our business. Now that we've added our website, business phone number, and business address, we can go on to the next step. In this section, we'll be collecting the information of the control person for our church. The control person is defined as the individual who has significant responsibility in managing and controlling the business. Crucial information like their job title, date of birth, social security, email address, home address, and the percentage of the business they own will be collected. Since I'm the control person of Celebration Church, I'll go ahead and put my information. Now that this information has been added, we can save and continue. In this section, we'll be adding some general information about our business entity. The merchant category code we'll be using will be charitable and social service organizations. The default statement descriptor is the text that will show next to transactions in a user's bank or credit card statements. Mind you that in this field, spaces are not allowed. For refund policy, we'll just select no refunds. In this section, we'll provide some values for card and bank transfer volume. These numbers should be approximate, so your best estimations will suffice. Since RippleDeeds facilitates online payments, the value here should be 100. In-person payment will be 0, and mail or telephone orders will be 0. At Celebration Church, 10% of our donations come from businesses. So I'm just going to enter 10 here, 0 here, and 90 here. This looks good, so I'll save and continue. In this section, we'll link our bank account. This is where RippleDeeds will pay out the donations that is collected on our behalf. Here you can add the bank account manually, but if you know your bank account, you can just link it with Plaid. I'll go ahead and do the Plaid link. Now that our bank account has been connected, we can save and continue and move on to the next step. On this step, we'll complete the identity verification for Celebration Church. This verification needs to be completed by the control person of our church who filled out Section 2. Although this step says optional, we highly encourage that you complete the personal identity verification to avoid delays in underwriting your community. Since this is a test, I won't go through it, but in order to get this completed, you just need a government-issued ID and your face. Very simple. We'll save and continue. This brings us to the end of the application process. We have the opportunity to look through the information that we provided and make any final edits. If everything looks good, which it does, we accept the terms and conditions and we'll hit submit. Now that we've submitted our application, it will be shut off to our underwriters to do business verification. The review process typically takes 1 to 2 business days. When the review process is over, you will get a notification email letting you know that your community was approved to be on RippleDeeds. Let's see what that looks like. Here in our inbox, we get an email from RippleDeeds saying Celebration City Church is now live. Here we have a community join link and a QR code that we can share with members of our church. When our church members scan the QR code or click on this link, it'll take them to our donation page where they can sign up and choose their method to donate to Celebration Church. If you run into any issues during the onboarding process, feel free to shoot us an email at contact@rippledeeds.com or give us a call at 302-256-4191. Looking forward to serving you.